Have you ever wondered what happens inside your body when you skip a meal? You might think it's just hunger, but there's so much more going on. Every time you choose to fast, whether for health reasons, weight loss, or just because you're too busy to eat, your body goes through a complex, fascinating series of events that can shape your metabolic health in profound ways. But what if I told you that fasting isn't just about burning fat or controlling insulin? It also taps into the body's stress response, something we've inherited from our ancient ancestors who faced survival challenges every single day. It's a delicate dance, the relationship between fasting and cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. How does your body adapt to the hunger pangs of intermittent fasting? And what does this mean for your long-term health? Could fasting actually be making you healthier, or could it be adding more stress to your life than you realize? Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the science of fasting, stress, and how your body responds to both. Buckle up, because this journey into metabolic health is about to reveal how your body is wired for survival and how you can leverage that knowledge for better health. Metabolic health is more than just a buzzword, it's the cornerstone of your overall well-being. At its core, metabolic health refers to how efficiently your body processes and utilizes energy from the food you eat. It governs everything from blood sugar levels to fat storage to energy production. And within this system, one of the most crucial players is insulin, the hormone responsible for helping your cells absorb glucose, sugar, from the bloodstream. In an ideal world, your body should release insulin in response to food intake, allowing glucose to enter your cells, where it's used as fuel. However, modern diets, especially those rich in processed sugars and refined carbs, can overwhelm this system, leading to insulin resistance. When insulin resistance develops, the body's ability to use glucose for energy diminishes, causing blood sugar levels to rise. This can trigger a cascade of metabolic problems, including weight gain, inflammation, and an increased risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. This is where intermittent fasting enters the picture. By eating within a restricted window, you give your body a break from constant glucose consumption. As a result, insulin levels drop, and your body starts burning fat for energy instead. The process of shifting from glucose metabolism to fat metabolism is known as metabolic flexibility, and it's a hallmark of a healthy metabolism. But fasting is not a simple switch from fat to glucose. It's a carefully orchestrated series of events that involve a whole network of hormones, cells, and metabolic processes. And at the heart of this dance is cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Cortisol is often misunderstood. Most people associate it with stress, specifically the fight-or-flight response that kicks in during moments of intense danger. But cortisol is more than just a stress hormone. It plays a vital role in regulating various functions in the body, including metabolism, immune function, blood pressure, and sleep. Cortisol follows a natural rhythm throughout the day, known as the circadian rhythm. It peaks in the morning to help you wake up and feel alert, then gradually declines throughout the day, reaching its lowest point at night to prepare the body for rest. This rhythm is essential for maintaining balance and stability in the body's internal environment, known as homeostasis. When you fast, your body experiences a controlled form of stress. During periods of food deprivation, your cortisol levels rise in response to the signals your body is receiving. It's being forced to adapt to a lack of readily available energy. But while this may sound alarming, the truth is that this temporary increase in cortisol can be a positive response. It's your body's survival mechanism kicking into gear, helping you stay alert, energized, and focused while your body searches for alternative fuel sources. This spike in cortisol during fasting helps stimulate fat burning, encourages the release of stored glucose, glycogen, from the liver, and enhances the body's ability to use stored fat for energy. But there's a catch. When cortisol levels remain elevated for too long, they can wreak havoc on your health. Let's pause for a moment and consider the darker side of cortisol. While cortisol is essential in the short term, chronic elevation can lead to serious problems. Persistent high cortisol levels are often associated with prolonged stress, anxiety, sleep disturbances, and even weight gain, especially around the abdomen. When cortisol levels are too high for too long, they can negatively impact other hormones, including thyroid hormones, sex hormones, and insulin. This is where the art of intermittent fasting becomes tricky. For some people, the increased cortisol levels from fasting can trigger a cascade of negative effects, particularly if they already have high baseline stress levels. Elevated cortisol can impair the body's ability to burn fat effectively, leading to increased fat storage, especially in the abdominal area. Additionally, sustained high cortisol can make it harder to recover from exercise, impair immune function, and disrupt sleep patterns, which are all critical factors for overall metabolic health. However, the relationship between cortisol and intermittent fasting is not universally negative. For many people, the short-term increase in cortisol during fasting can be balanced by the numerous health benefits that come from fasting. But it's important to recognize that fasting is not a one-size-fits-all approach. The body's response to fasting can vary greatly depending on factors like age, fitness level, diet, and stress management. One of the most celebrated benefits of intermittent fasting is its ability to stimulate fat burning. But how does this work, and what role does cortisol play in the process? When you fast, your body enters a state of ketosis, a metabolic state where the body burns fat for fuel instead of glucose. This happens when glycogen stores in the liver become depleted, and the body shifts to using stored fat for energy. The rise in cortisol levels during fasting helps facilitate this transition by encouraging the release of fatty acids from adipose, fat tissue, which are then transported to the liver and muscles for energy production. Cortisol's role in fat burning is particularly important during periods of extended fasting. The hormone helps to maintain stable blood sugar levels, ensuring that the body can continue to function despite the lack of food. Additionally, cortisol helps to break down stored fat into fatty acids, making it available for fuel. This is why many people find intermittent fasting to be an effective tool for fat loss. However, the key to successful fat burning during fasting is balance. If cortisol levels remain elevated for too long, it can cause the body to shift from burning fat to storing it. This is why managing stress is so crucial when implementing an intermittent fasting regimen. A balanced approach to fasting, where you give your body time to rest and recover, can help you achieve the benefits of fat burning without tipping the scale into negative effects. One of the most powerful aspects of intermittent fasting is its ability to trigger cellular repair processes, such as autophagy. Autophagy is the body's natural mechanism for cleaning out damaged cells, proteins, and other cellular debris, allowing for the renewal of healthy tissue. This process is particularly important for maintaining overall metabolic health and preventing the buildup of harmful substances that can lead to chronic diseases. Fasting stimulates autophagy by lowering insulin levels and activating certain pathways in the body. During autophagy, cells break down and recycle damaged components, leading to improved cell function and longevity. This process also plays a significant role in reducing inflammation, which is a key driver of many chronic diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. But while autophagy is a crucial process for cellular repair, it's important to note that fasting must be approached with caution. If fasting is done too aggressively or too frequently, it can trigger too much stress on the body, leading to negative effects on hormonal balance and overall health. This is why it's essential to find a fasting protocol that works for your body, taking into account factors like your stress levels, activity level, and overall health goals. The benefits of intermittent fasting are not limited to the body. Your brain, too, stands to benefit from the metabolic shifts that occur during fasting. Fasting has been shown to enhance brain function by promoting the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth and repair of brain cells. BDNF plays a key role in cognitive function, memory, and learning. Additionally, fasting helps reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, two factors that contribute to neurodegenerative diseases. By improving brain health through intermittent fasting, you may experience improved focus, memory, and mental clarity, benefits that go beyond fat burning and metabolic health. As we near the end of this exploration into intermittent fasting and cortisol, it's time to reflect on the delicate balance your body is constantly trying to maintain. Fasting is not simply a tool for fat loss or blood sugar control, it's a powerful reset for your entire metabolic system. But as with any powerful tool, it requires careful use and a deep understanding of how your body responds to the stresses you place on it. If you found this journey through the science of metabolic health fascinating, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth explorations into the ways you can optimize your health through science-backed practices. Now it's time to take action. The connection between intermittent fasting and cortisol is just one piece of the puzzle, and the transformation of your metabolic health can begin today. If you're ready to dive deeper into this life-changing approach to health, check out our ebook for a comprehensive guide on fasting, hormonal balance, and how to take control of your metabolic health for good. Don't wait for tomorrow. Your body is ready for the change. Take that first step now.